Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Carson Wentz's Eagles going up against Dak Prescott's Cowboys.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2017 for Zeke Elliott, a mixed bag. Would he play, would he not play? Well, he missed the 6 games from weeks 10 to 15. He still finished, though, Charles, 10th in the league in rushing.
Just tells you about the talent that he has and how explosive he is and what he brings to the table. Look, he averaged 98 yards per game, 98.3 to be exact, a full 11 yards higher than number 2 Todd Gurley behind him. So that just tells you, if he plays a full season and he's averaging that type of yardage, I think Dallas's win numbers go up.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete.
Man left. Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. Come on, baby. Get on your feet. Win the rep. This is our rep to win. Win the rep. Let's go, Stans.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Prescott on first down.
3 down.
And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, 32 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the... Three-yard line.
Line.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Wentz going to throw.
Let's go, defense.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding up.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Wentz on third down. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Red zone opportunity.
Check 26. Go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Fort Tokyo. 20. Least 5-7.
Under 10.
Hey, Fort Tokyo.
10.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, Wentz. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Kill. Check 6 guy.
They'll try to run with a J. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense?
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Kid 21.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
We got 3. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Third and long for Prescott. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Crash. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
4 down. Even.
Hey, we're going to kill.
Let's see some noise.
First down, Prescott.
Let me feel you.
And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Tight end's right.
Here we go. Hey, kill.
Hey, we got
along with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Prescott looks to throw on first. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Second down, Prescott.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw, pick-6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall.
Hey, Bud, here we go. Lady.
Five down. Stand up.
Ram. Shift.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now it's Ajayi. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Stand up in.
Sunday.
Check nine.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They run again with Ajayi. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles, the backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go, going to 54. Wide.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 41-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Get high, baby. Get up. Let's go. Let's do it.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54. Wide.
A second down throw for Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice hit, boy.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he's got room. Space to run past the 20. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So they're operating in the red zone.
Strong left. Strong left.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys, their thumbs up. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Double tight.
Liz 5-7. Here we go. Liz. Ram. Hey, ram. Hey, kill.
34. Eyes on 34.
Again, it's Pumphrey. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 73.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Keenum's Vikings going up against Carson Wentz's Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Wentz now on first down. Flush to his right. He finds some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, "Oh, he's sneaky out."
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emerson Griffin in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike.
They'll put Jeffrey here in motion left. Wentz to throw on second down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Ertz has it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Motion. Let's go, Stans. Make some noise.
Into the red zone. Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith from 17 yards out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go now.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He wasn't ready.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. No. Check. Patriots.
Out of the gun, Keenum toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. That's not only Adam Thielen, that's the Pro Bowler Adam Thielen, who had 91 catches this year and over 1,200 yards, a career high.
We always look for great stories when we do games. Is there a better one this season than Adam Thielen in terms of where he came from to make a Pro Bowl roster as a receiver for the Minnesota Vikings? Lightly recruited out of high school, ends up at Mankato State, which is now known as Minnesota State Mankato. Undrafted, goes to a rookie free agent tryout camp, hangs around, makes the practice squad. First he's a special teams guy, and now he's one of the better receivers in the league. I think it's one of the best stories.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Shift together here from the D-line.
Hey, stack. Wide, get wide. 5'9", 5'9". Check 99.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion.
Motion.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go. 180.
On second down, here's Wentz. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. Third down here. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Mike 54. Hey, kill.
Halfback sent in motion.
Switch.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Here we go, Pac-Man.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, 1999, where he won the double?
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Right. He's tight right here. No. Check. Patriot. Over. All right, here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey, run it. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney.
They go with Murray again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Part partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Gun! Now let's go! No. Leopard!
A shotgun snap for Keenum. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Hot! No. Check. Patriot! Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, let's go. 3-19.
Diggs going in motion right.
Whip. Watch the whip.
On first down, Murray.
Kill. Turn up.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
You and I both know that you don't really, truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. And it's up and good.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard.
Forbath out to kick this one away.
Let's get it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters losing the all-world left tackle? And Halapoulivaati Vaitai, who they drafted the year before, filled in quite capably. They had answers for everything they needed.
He's going to fire one. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 62 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching them. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Elliott now to kick this one away. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Watch the ship. Hey,
Back
watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Leopard, gun! Hurry up, back 99 Philly, here we go!
Now a first down throw. Keenum throwing the out route and complete. That's Morgan. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Leopard! Hurry up,
To throw on second down is Keenum. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. From the 50, it's Keenum. The left side caught by Diggs. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Double tight, double tight.
All right, here we go. Blue,
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
hurry up, here we go. Gun! No, check. Patriot! Leopard!
Working from the gun, Keenum. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Now let's go! Gun!
The final shot before the break. Keenum. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Now Forbath for the extra point. And he'll bang that one through. Forbath out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. So we've hit intermission. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now let's go! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
4 down.
Over! Watch you now, Barney.
Tighten up. He's coming.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Double tight.
A handoff. It's Murray. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Vinny Curry. drop him for a loss of 4. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Third and long. It's Keenum. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
You don't want no problems with me.
No.
Check 26.
Leopard!
Let's go, Crown. Let's go.
All right, now, look at this. Back Detroit!
From midfield, here's Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Leopard! No.
Here's Keenum now on second down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.